Hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. It is Thursday, the 10th of June. Welcome, happy summer. The kids are home from school. Holy moly. So it is crazy summertime, and it's hot. It's hot here in Virginia. So anyways, today we are going to talk about a topic that I know is on a lot of people's minds, and I got this from the group, and the topic is the voiceover market in decline? Is it slowing down? In general, is it going downward? And I hear this question from time to time. I thought it would be a good topic to speak to you on. I think what is going on in our market is that there has been, for a few years, a major shift in the way voiceover and the way we get voiceover work, the way we look at voiceover in general, and as a service in general, is changing, has changed a lot. Prior to the last, I say 5-6 years, okay, and especially over last year with COVID and everything, voiceover was still very heavily looked upon as, the same type of, being done the same way it's always been done. Going to a studio, having a director, doing, mainly in New York City and LA, really focusing on the union and agents and this sort of thing. High-priced union jobs that tons of people fight over, and just highly sought after and kind of coveted type of work that only the 1% of the 1% would ever get. And now that's changed a lot, and because that's changed, there is depending on what circles you run in. Right? There is this idea that the voiceover business is in decline, or there's not work out there. There's not a lot of work out there, and I think that's just completely false and true to those circles. So what's changed is that we no longer, the majority of work no longer comes from union type jobs. The majority of work doesn't come from agencies anymore, or traditional agencies. Because of the shift in technology, because of the creation of offering services online from your home, that's changed. And if you combine that with the prices of technology being, the prices of equipment like microphones and studios and computers and software, knowledge, right, with how readily available knowledge is, even from A VO's Journey or other places, if you're trying to learn your DAW or your interface or whatever you're doing, right, all of this stuff has played a part in the rise of the home studio, okay? And because of the rise of the home studio has, en masse, played a big role in putting the professional, or when I say professional, I mean the larger studios, right, on notice, just because there is, an army of people out here that can do just as well or just as good of voiceovers and editing and engineering from their home. And because of that, right, cost, the cost for producing this has gone way down because you don't have all of that overhead. Right? You hear a lot of times people complain about the cost of, or the pricing is being, people are coming into the industry and pushing down the price and all this stuff. But the reality is, is that that's an easy way out to blame people instead of blaming, the future, meaning like technology, blaming accessibility. Things have changed. You don't need to pay for a massive studio and buildings and like all this equipment and a staff. You don't need to do that anymore. You could do just as good as work in a closet. Now, some people would argue, well, that's just not true, Anthony, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's fine. But with the, advent of, all sorts of mixing abilities and things that the radio, social media, websites, smartphones, equipment do on top of what we do, it takes headphones. Like all of the advancements of all this technology have changed the way things happen. So all I'm getting at is that I don't think the voiceover market is in a downward spiral. I actually think it's in an upward spiral. All right. I'm doing more business and voiceover than I've ever done. Every year I do more and more business. Okay. And this year's no different. I'm on track to do more voiceover work than I did even last year. And last year was a big year. Okay. And it's going to keep growing. But again, if you run in certain circles, it looks like things are not growing because some people are resistant to change, resistant to changing where they're looking for business. And the crazy thing is that no matter what someone tells you about whether, well, you can't go over here because they're charging too little or, this site is junk, I'm telling you, don't listen to people until you yourself go and make up your mind. Okay? Make up your mind on your own. Don't listen to what other people say without verifying it, right? It's that trust but verify. Okay? Because someone might also have gotten the wrong information themselves and they haven't had a chance to go and verify it. So they might be telling you something that they heard that person heard from someone else and that someone else heard from someone else, right? Because I can tell you the work that I get from online websites at this point pay the same. That's right. Pay the same as people are getting from agencies. And I know that because I work with a lot of voice actors who work with agents who get work, and it's the same money. It's the same pricing. Now, is there a wider range? Yes. I'm at a different place in my voiceover career, so I can charge more premium rates. But when I first started, I started very on the low end because no one knew me, no one was going to hire me. I had to build up my business. But I'm just pointing out that there is a lot of work. There's work out there, okay? And it's not going in a downward spiral. All right, and I think at the end of this whole thing, I just want to say that, think of it this way. Either we got an abundance mindset or we have a scarcity mindset, right? I've always felt that there is an abundance in this world. There's so many people. There's over 6 billion people, right? We have access to the world now. I mean, it's interesting, right? We don't have to be, limited to our city. We don't have to be limited to our region. We don't have to limit it to our nation. The world is wide open because of the internet and because of how we work, and because of the transferring of information is in a snap and at light speed now. So, there is not a downward spiral in opportunity. Okay? I do think there is a downward spiral in the way things used to be done. Listen, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you get a chance, please make sure you like and subscribe. Keep your head up. We're halfway through the year. We've got an amazing rest of 2021. Things are opening back up. Hopefully the economy is going to start picking back up. And, we've got great opportunities ahead of us. Also, make sure our course of the week is the Upwork course. So, if you are interested in learning how to grow your business using Upwork, we've got a great course. It's called Upwork 101, how to make your first $1,000 on Upwork. Is fantastic. We've got a lot of wonderful people making that happen and using that course. So I hope you enjoy it. It'll be a link below, or you can head over to avosjourney.com. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful Thursday. See you tomorrow for Fiverr Friday. Goodbye.